So my name is David Harshita Wagner, and I'm a meditation teacher and transformational guide. And in my own personal practice, I like to do sitting meditation, but I also like to walk in the woods, spend time in nature. I like to ride my motorcycle. It's a very meditative practice for me. I write in a journal. I spend time with my baby. These days, all of these things are really deep practices for me. For many years, my practice consisted of long periods of sitting meditation, coupled with very focused writing exercises. So I would generally sit down and write my journal and come up with questions that were really significant to me. And then I would go and I would meditate either on those questions or on the answers to those questions. You know, sitting on a yoga mat in lotus posture like this it's a modern version of the ancient yogis who sat like on a deer skin in a cave, let's say. But the reason why they sat in lotus posture on a deer skin in a cave is because it was the most comfortable seat in the cave. Because if you're going to sit on a hard floor, lotus posture is comfortable because your ankles are up on your thighs, and it's very stable. And the deer skin is just more comfortable than like the hard stone because you can get arthritis. If those ancient yogis had a couch in their cave, they would have sat on the couch. They weren't stupid. It was like that was just what they had to work with. So then culturally that gets passed down. Those people that you see doing this in the yoga magazines, they're posing for a photograph. And they're probably not even yogis. They're probably a model, you know, like someone sitting on a rock, their hair blowing, you know, like in a leotard or something. So the most important thing is just that you're comfortable. And then the upright part is just like however upright you need to be to stay here and not space out. You can rest your hands on your thighs or in your lap or cross your hands. If you tend to fidget, then you might want to find something to do with your hands to keep you from fidgeting. But otherwise, you don't have to worry about doing a mudra or like holding your hands in some special position. It's really not important at all. Set yourself up and go ahead and let your eyes close. And at first, we'll just sit with our eyes closed and get used to having our eyes closed. And then bring your attention to your body. Feel the position of your body in the seat. Feel the condition of your body right now, like if you feel tired or you feel energized, if you're in pain. Whatever the case may be, whatever the condition of your body, in this moment, just feel it. We're going to do a really simple meditation where we're just going to move through the body with our awareness and just give our body permission to be. And for the last minute, just rest in this. The breath flows, and the whole body is relatively clear. Filled with this healing, loving energy. And then to finish, start making your breath a little bit deeper and make your breath long, like it's sweeping all the way through you, just finishing, assimilating. You can let your body move with your breath a little bit. And when you're ready, you can let your eyes come open, take your time. So, what did you notice? Not like an evaluation of your performance, but just what did you notice?
I felt like a flow from my feet to my head, like suddenly becoming just one whole thing instead of all these separate parts that are, and I do hold tension in my stomach and in my face, and it was just kind of like letting that go, and suddenly it was like, oh, it's all open, and very calming.
Yeah, it's almost like connecting yourself to be like a continuous
I almost felt like
conduit.
I was losing my balance at one point.
What else? What did you notice, Santiago?
Just like an overall peaceful kind of feeling. But I kind of could appreciate your guidance. That's what I kind of... Because it wasn't really even you talking, it was just this guidance. I didn't even know that you were there. It was kind of odd. It was just...
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh, he has a nice voice. But it was it kind of like it wasn't you.
I had to keep telling myself to relax and breathe out of my stomach instead of breathing out of my lungs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when I think when I let go of that, that's when I started to feel a little bit off balance. Like, remember to sit in the chair again.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing for me. It kind of took me away. I didn't lose, but it kind of just, I did get taken away.
And man, there's no greater loss of control of life than a deep illness. That's the big movement, is going from feeling like we, with our one little ego in mind, is going to try to control the whole universe. It's not just our body, it's not just our things in our life, but literally we try to control everything. And gradually, when that releases, the whole thing just opens up. Energy, like you said, flows through our body more freely. But suddenly then, we find ourselves really at peace. Whatever change happens and whatever dies, that change and that death reveals that which lives on. And, that's what I teach ultimately. It's always when I'm saying this, like the sweetest things, that this guy starts grinding outside. When your body is just totally healthy and beautiful and young and everything, it's like, it's very difficult to feel like this isn't me, that like I'm something deeper than this body. Try to tell that to a yogi, try to tell that to somebody who's just like, they're like at their class, just like totally, beautiful and in the thick of their youth. It's very difficult. But when things are changing and things are threatened, it can really help us to not go into a superstitious kind of a thing. We could also do that, where we start believing in all these things that like make us feel better. I don't mean that, telling ourselves fairy tales. I don't mean that. I mean it can actually shake us out of all of this and help us to connect with that essence that flows through things. You know, some of my most profound spiritual awakenings happened when I was in the hospital. You know, and then, huh? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's so much of that's the essence of my work. I was born into the most miserable alcoholic family you could ever imagine. And, you know, I've been doing this now for more than 25 years, meaning my practice, my own personal practice. And I've practiced through illness and marriage and divorce and, you know, seen so many people close to me die and have everything in my life change. And, you know, 25 years of human life, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And, you know, what I've seen is that it gives us something to connect to that deeper part of us and that stronger part of us, not so that we can be calm all the time, not so that we can act even all the time. I don't believe in that crap. I think that there's a time to be calm and there's a time to, like, seize the day, you know, and there's a time to huh?
Or the throat.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a time to be even, and there's a time to just go for it, like full throttle living. There's a time to be peaceful, and there is a time to make some noise. And the approach that I teach and that I practice is about being ready for anything. You know, being ready to laugh so hard and to cry so hard, and to, you know, meditate really deeply when it's time for that, and to dance when it's time to dance, and to live when it's time to live, and quite frankly, to die when it's time to die. And be able to, like, embrace whatever it is that life is unfolding for us with gusto.